Greetings and welcome everybody. It's another Thrift Store Prepper episode, and in today's episode, although you should already know, it's 100 ramen noodles for $10. Kind of give away the content. It's a little bit like a spoiler alert right there in the title. But anyway, 100 ramen noodles for $10. That's right. This week at the No Frills here in Canada, you can get yourself the No Name brand. I think this is the No Name, whatever it is. The No Name brand, which is the No Frills cheap and cheerful items. They come in these bland yellow packages, but this week they are 10 cents a piece. We've got some beef and some shrimp here, and actually I'm gonna tell a lie, it isn't 100 ramen noodles for $10 because I actually lost one on the way home. Didn't realize that the ramen noodles were 10 cents at the No Frills, and I was only going to go and do a little quick $20 top up, and I was also going to pop into the Dollarama. That's the regular routine. You should know this. You watch my channel enough, or if you don't, or one of the recent subscribers, maybe check out my playlists. Building a micro pantry will be of interest to you, perhaps, if you are new. Start how I started this project right up to this video now will be in that playlist. But still, 10 cents ramen was something I wasn't expecting on my arrival to the No Frills. And well, I'm not going to say I nearly provided some premature babies in my underwear, but it did get me a little bit excited. I'm not going to say 10 cent ramen, that's like all my dreams come true. Well, no, not really all my dreams come true. That would be some pretty disappointing dreaming if that was all you ever dreamed of, that ramen noodles would be 10 cents. But people, 10 cent ramen noodles. If you're in Canada, get yourself there. $10 will get you 100. The only term and condition is that you can only buy 24 in one transaction. So I actually had to make 4 transactions, much to the annoyance of the unattractive old lady behind me, but much to the whimsy of the cute Asian girl on the register, who seemed to find it quite enjoyable and humorous that I was buying 100 ramen. But what's so good about ramen is, as you should know, again, if you watch this channel, you can cook them in the bag. They're ready to cook. We don't really need that much water to be preparing them, unlike pasta or rice or dry beans. So for one, goodness, let me get my glasses. This is very, very small. There they are, the Dollarama reading glasses. And everything looks so clear. Okay, so one package of 85 grams. So this one little packet has 390 calories, people, okay? 390 calories. Now, yeah, it's got sodium. That's all in the majority of that is all in the seasoning packet. I've told you many times, you just use a little bit, maybe a third of a packet per soup, and save the rest for seasoning, certainly if you're in an emergency situation. Or on a low budget micro wage packet each week, and you're trying to make ends meet. But what else you get is 12% of your daily requirements of fiber, 19% of your daily carbs, the sodium 58%. That's very, very high, but as we've mentioned, that is majority from your seasoning packet. You also get 2% calcium, 25% iron, as well as 22% fat and 36% saturated trans fats. So ramen noodles, my eyes have gone all blurry. Is the screen blurry? I don't know what's going on with the camera. Is that better? Yeah, there we are. I don't know what that was happening there. Everything went very blurry. I don't know if that was my reading glasses or not, but for 10 cents, you know what I mean? Nearly 400 calories there. So 99. We lost one on the way. Maybe some lucky homeless person will find the one ramen. It's like losing 10 cents. So we've got one. And these are mostly shrimp flavor. I've got 2 packets of shrimp. 2. And 2 beef. 3. And 4. So you can't even see. Let's zoom out. There are my 4 packets, not packets, 4 cases of ramen, and the 3 I did buy 4 to try. I bought 2 more beef and 2 more shrimp to kind of add to the crates to make them up to 50 each. And look, it weighs 5 pounds, so I had to carry 20 pounds worth of ramen noodles. They're kind of light when they're like this, but when you got 100 of them, they are quite heavy. And unfortunately, we did lose a Dollarama bag in the process. One of the bags did rip as I tried to shove 3 of these into one when I could have maybe split them 2 by 2. But yeah, people, $10 worth of food there. And what did we say? So there's 100 times, oh my goodness, there's like 30,000 calories there, I think. Is that right? I don't know. If you can do maths, do the maths for yourself. 100 times 390 calories. So 10 would be 3. So 390,000 calories, people, for $10. Don't know what else to tell you about ramen. You've seen them many, many times before. I have a whole playlist. Actually, I have 2 playlists: thrift store ramen, prison ramen, where I utilize my ramen as recipes. And if you check out some of the live feeds, for instance, the AI Rising Dawn of the Machines live feed that was recently uploaded, turned into a ramen cookout for the second part of that show, where I made you 2 ramen dishes. I brought you a ramen jambalaya type thing, maybe gumbo if you like, and a ramen mac and cheese, which I really should have done a video on its own, because I think ramen mac and cheese would be something that many people might be interested in. Maybe I should make it as a standalone video, even though you have seen it before if you watched that live feed. So there is another bag there that I did a little haul on. So let me get these ramen out the way. They will be going into the pantry, and you know, we've just extended the length of time that the food will last quite considerably by $10. You know, and they're 30 cents a piece normally at the No Frills. So I saved myself 20 bucks. I got $30 worth of ramen for 10 bucks. And I was gonna go to the Dollarama and use I have a lucky mobile phone, which is the company that I use, the service for the thrift phone, which you may or may not be calling in on the live shows. But I got the SIM card in the Dollarama around a month, 6 weeks ago, and on receipt, once you have made 2 top-ups to that phone, Lucky Mobile then in turn sent me a $20 free voucher for the Dollarama. So I was going to spend that today, but 100 ramen at the No Frills. I didn't even go to Dollarama this week. I just stocked up on the ramen noodles, and I was going to use the free $20 to maybe pick up 50 ramen at the Dollarama. So my goodness, we doubled our money, and we still got we doubled our ramen, sorry, and I still got the $20 to go and spend at the Dollarama at some point. So I might save that till next week. We do a $20 top up at the No Frills. So trying desperately to drag this little video out to 10 minutes, because I can then put it in the TSP 10-minute tip video. So ramen is great, ramen is good, ramen is wonderful. It's 10 cents at the No Frills. Go down to your No Frills in Canada and see if you can pick up 100 ramen. Remember, you do have to buy 24 at a time. Ask nicely, and they might put them through as separate transactions. And as I told you, these to me are a much more sensible emergency food supply than pasta and ramen, just because pasta and rice, sorry, just because ramen doesn't require half the amount of water to rehydrate it, and also you can eat it from the bag. So we're over the 10-minute point, people, so this can be a 10-minute tip, although it will overrun by a few seconds. Never mind. Thanks for watching, Thrift Fam. 100 ramen for $10 at No Frills, Canada. Can't beat that. Keep it thrifty, people. As always, it's been a video production for the Thrift Store Prepper. Jesus, why can't I talk? You think I'd have better knowledge of this. And who knows, why don't we just try and wrap it up at 11 minutes so you get 10% extra free. A minute ago we were struggling to think of content to fill up the last minute, and here we are a minute later trying to fill up yet another minute before we run over time. So there, 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5. Thrift Store Prepper, Shit Video Productions. Watch the next one. See you next time. Bye bye.